Julia Roberts has captivated the masses with her incredible on-screen presence and charisma, though she began her career in the film industry in the 1980s with a couple of tiny roles in films. Julia Roberts' career and success began when she charmed us in 1990 with her performance in Pretty Woman. For her appearance in Erin Brockovich in 2000, she became the first woman to earn a $20 million payday. Throughout the majority of the 1990s and the first half of the 2000s, she became the highest-paid actress in Hollywood. Her pay for Pretty Woman was $300,000, but for her performance in Mona Lisa Smile in 2003, she was paid an astonishing $25 million. And with all this said, there is still a lot more to break down, and that is just what we will do. Hi, welcome to YouWannaWatch, and in this video, we're going to talk about Julia Roberts' Hollywood success story. Early days. Julia Fiona Roberts was born on October 28, 1967, in Smyrna, Georgia, as the youngest of 3 children in a family full of creative people. Until their divorce in 1971, her parents were both actors who ran a workshop for aspiring writers and performers. After graduating from high school in 1985, Julia moved to New York City to live with her sister, Lisa, who, along with Julia Roberts' brother, Eric, was pursuing an acting career. Initially, Roberts wanted to be a veterinarian, but she abandoned this dream when she realized she had an inability to deal with science on a brainiac kind of level. Julia Roberts had no acting experience or formal training when she moved to New York City after high school to pursue a career in show business, despite the fact that her parents briefly ran an actor's workshop when she was a child. Upon her arrival, she signed with a modeling agency but was unable to secure any jobs. Movies. Julia is known as a prolific actress with a lot of movie roles under her belt. In 1987, Julia Roberts made her professional debut on an episode of Crime Story. In the same year, she made her film debut as an uncredited extra in Firehouse in 1987. Throughout the late 1980s, she continued to land small roles, including an appearance on an episode of Miami Vice and a supporting role in the film Satisfaction in 1988. In the 1988 coming-of-age drama Mystic Pizza, Julia Roberts played a waitress at a pizza parlor alongside Lili Taylor and Annabeth Keesh, and her performance piqued the interest of critics, who predicted stardom for her. In the 1989 film Steel Magnolias, the actress competed against veteran actresses Sally Field, Shirley MacLaine, Olympia Dukakis, Daryl Hannah, and Dolly Parton. As Shelby, Julia Roberts delivered a scene-stealing performance that earned her a Golden Globe and an Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actress. In the 1990 romantic comedy Pretty Woman, Julia Roberts played a sex worker who falls in love with a wealthy businessman. She went on to star in films such as Flatliners in 1990, Sleeping with the Enemy in 1991, and Dying Young in 1991. The film grossed a reported $285 million worldwide, and Roberts received her second Golden Globe Award as well as another Oscar nomination for her performance. Despite her meteoric rise, Roberts told Vanity Fair in 1993 that she was too preoccupied with her work to realize how big of a star she was about to become. Roberts took a break from acting before making a comeback in 1993 with The Pelican Brief. Following her break, Roberts starred alongside Denzel Washington in the legal thriller The Pelican Brief, which grossed a reported $195 million worldwide. Julia Roberts appeared in a string of box office flops from 1994 to 1996, including I Love Trouble, Something to Talk About, and Mary Riley. But Julia Roberts re-established herself as a box office heavyweight with the success of My Best Friend's Wedding, which reportedly earned close to $300 million worldwide. Julia Roberts starred opposite Susan Sarandon in the 1998 tear-jerker Stepmom, and went on to make audiences fall in love with her yet again in the 1999 romantic comedy Notting Hill. She reunited with her Pretty Woman co-star Gere in Runaway Bride. All 3 films were major box office hits that proved Roberts' star power. According to Newsweek, Julia Roberts earned $20 million for her role in Erin Brockovich, making her the highest-paid actress in Hollywood. Despite the fact that male stars regularly command comparable fees, Julia Roberts reportedly had to fight to persuade Universal Studios that she was worth it. Julia Roberts was nominated for an Oscar for Best Actress for her performance, and she delivered a memorable speech in which she asked conductor Bill Conti to remain seated and not play her off the stage. Following her Oscar win, Julia Roberts starred in The Mexican in 2001, American Sweethearts, and Ocean's 11, which alone reportedly earned over $450 million worldwide. In Eat, Pray, Love, Julia Roberts portrayed a woman on a journey of self-discovery, and the film was a box office success, grossing over $200 million worldwide. According to Vulture, Julia Roberts also appeared in the ensemble film Valentine's Day, for which she reportedly received a $3 million salary on top of 3% of the film's gross earnings. That amounted to $11,952 for each word spoken in the film. Julia Roberts made her film debut as the evil queen in Mirror, Mirror, a retelling of the classic fairy tale Snow White. She co-starred in the film with Armie Hammer, Nathan Lane, and Lily Collins. Despite the addition of Julia Roberts to an already well-known cast, the film received mixed to negative reviews. The following year, she co-starred with Breslin, Ewan McGregor, and Meryl Streep in the drama August, Osage County, for which she received her 4th Academy Award nomination. Julia Roberts delivered an impressive performance on the small screen in 2014. She starred alongside Mark Ruffalo, Matt Bomer, and Jim Parsons in the drama The Normal Heart. The film, based on Larry Kramer's play, follows the lives of a group of gay men during the early years of the AIDS epidemic. Roberts won an Emmy for her supporting performance as a doctor treating AIDS patients. Julia Roberts co-starred in the police thriller Secret in Their Eyes in 2015, alongside Nicole Kidman and Chiwetel Ejiofor. The following year, she joined the star-studded cast of Gary Marshall's romantic comedy Mother's Day, and she co-starred with George Clooney in the Jodie Foster-directed thriller Money Monster. With the 2017 tear-jerker Wonder, Julia Roberts scored another box office hit. TV shows. On the first season of the Amazon series Homecoming, she played a caseworker assigned to assist soldiers in their transition back to civilian life. The show marked a new chapter in her career as she ventured into serial TV for the first time, possibly saying farewell to the genre that made her famous. Julia Roberts told Entertainment Tonight in 2018 that she thinks she's had too much life experience to believably play a rom-com protagonist, to which she added, "Unless we the parents of the people that are rom-comming. There came a point in my career where people thought I had turned on romantic comedies, which I love them, I love to be in them, I love to watch them," she said. But sometimes, they just don't work at a certain point of life experience. It's not about age, it's just about what people know that you know. In addition to appearing on a new series, Julia Roberts returned to the big screen in the film Ben is Back alongside Lucas Hedges. Although Julia Roberts hasn't starred on the screen since 2018, she is set to star on the TV series Gaslit alongside Sean Penn, Armie Hammer, and Joel Edgerton. Set to premiere in April 2022, the show is about the 1972 Watergate scandal. We are nearing the end of our video, but before we proceed, we would like to ask you to please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel at www.youtube.com/c/YouWannaWatch2022 and follow us on our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/YouWannaWatch. Okay, now back to the story. Endorsement deals. Julia also has a lot of endorsement deals from luxurious brands. She was apparently paid $1.5 million for a 45-second commercial for Lavazza coffee, or $33,000 per second, and she doesn't even talk. Roberts plays Venus alongside Paolo Bonolis and Luca Laurenti, two Italian entertainers who try to persuade her to smile by offering her a Moto Mio coffee so they can paint her. She breaks into a wide grin after taking a sip. She laughs at the end as well. Julia Roberts, Gianfranco Ferre, $5 million. The United States and Canada are not included in Julia Roberts' one-year contract with Italian fashion designer Gianfranco Ferre. According to Adweek, the print-only campaign is limited to fashion magazines and retail advertisements. According to the magazine, Roberts has already posed for 8 ads that took only 1 day to film. Lancome, This America's Sweetheart, made history when she earned a massive $50 million as Lancome's spokeswoman in 2010. The French luxury brand originally paid the actress US $20 million, but it upped her fee after locking her down for another 5-year deal. Julia Roberts also had endorsement deals from AOL or American Online and Avon, all of which earned her more than $1 million each. Charities. Julia is not known to boast about her philanthropic work, but you'd be surprised that the Pretty Woman actress has done charity work and supported the following charities like RED, a division of the One Campaign, a global movement campaigning to end extreme poverty and preventable disease by 2030, so that everyone, everywhere can lead a life of dignity and opportunity. One believes the fight against poverty isn't about charity, but about justice and equality. American Red Cross, celebrities who support Children's Hospice and Palliative Care Coalition. Chime of Change, a global campaign founded by Gucci in 2013 to convene, unite, and strengthen the voices speaking out for gender equality. The Global Fund to Fight AIDS, Tuberculosis and Malaria is an international financing and partnership organization that aims to attract, leverage, and invest additional resources to end the epidemic. These are just some of her charity works, and the actress seems to focus her advocacies and causes for AIDS and HIV, at-risk disadvantaged youths, cancer, children, civil rights, disaster relief, environment, family parent support, grief support, health, human rights, LGBT support, lupus, physical challenges, poverty, slavery and human trafficking, water, and women. Family and Gaslit. In November 2004, the actress and her husband, Danny Moder, welcomed twins Hazel Moder and Phineas Moder into their lives, prompting Julia Roberts to take a leave of absence. In the same 2004 interview with W, Julia Roberts assured fans that she had no plans to retire, but that she would be more selective about the projects she chose to work on. Fast forward in April 2022 in an interview with Extra's Adam Glassman, Roberts about the role in Gaslit, moving out of Hollywood, and her kids. Julia Roberts and Sean Penn, who will play husband and wife in Gaslit, will lead the ensemble. Julia Roberts plays Martha Mitchell, a celebrity Arkansan socialite and wife to Nixon's loyal Attorney General, John Mitchell, who is described as a big personality with an even bigger mouth. Despite her party affiliation, she's the first person to publicly sound the alarm on Nixon's involvement in Watergate, causing both the presidency and her personal life to unravel, according to the Star's synopsis. Julia wore prosthetics to transform her into Martha Mitchell, even wearing a piece to change the shape of her mouth. Recalling a mishap during a kissing scene, Julia shared that she had a scene with Sean that they were supposed to be kissing and Sean knocked her off the couch. She was laughing so hard that this thing popped out of her mouth. Based on the gripping first season of the Slate podcast Slow Burn, which explores Martha's position as an unlikely whistleblower, Gaslit will capture this extraordinary moment in history in sumptuous detail, as evidenced by the release of the first stills and teaser trailer on February 2nd. They depict an almost unrecognizable Roberts and Penn becoming engulfed in Watergate, with the former being spied on and later physically restrained as she attempts to spread the word. Dan Stevens as hotshot lawyer John Dean, who is dragged into the cover-up, Betty Gilpin as his acerbic wife Mo, and Shiwi Gem as Watergate mastermind G are also seen. Liddy Gordon. The first full-length trailer followed on March 16th. It opens with shadowy shots of the Watergate break-in before showing much of the press and public fawning over Martha. Government officials, however, begin to view her as a liability and go to great lengths to silence her. In one scene, her husband slaps her and tells her to take a breath. She, however, hits back hard. Julia Roberts also gave an update on her family life after they moved to Northern California. Julia's twins Hazel and Phineas are about to go to college and she shared how she feels about it. "I mean, it makes me a little lightheaded." "You say that? I mean, I'm completely excited for them. It's really thrilling and I wasn't lucky enough to have a college experience. And so to see how it's happening for them is really fascinating. And yeah, I'm excited for them." She added that they always felt that they were kind of living outside of lie and she thinks the move has been great. She thinks moving with 3 teenagers during a pandemic is not for the faint of heart, but they have pulled it off and everyone seems good and happy. With Julia's stunning beauty, acting prowess, charitable heart, and family-oriented nature, the actress has become an icon for success and has stacked up a gargantuan net worth of $170 million as of 2022. What do you think about our Julia and her success story? Are you a big fan of Julia Roberts? Did we miss anything or anyone that you think should have been included? Let us know your thoughts by writing a comment on this video. If you're interested in our other videos, just hover over the videos and just press play. Until next time, watchers, thank you for watching our video.